Hello and welcome to another episode of Gizmo's Gadgets and Gear. I am reviewing Kabura brush tip pens used for comic book art, because that's what I'll be doing. And this is the first one I got. It is a very fine tipped Japanese one that my sister got from Japan. This thing cost $25, but it's perfect. On the other hand, I just got a package in the mail that consisted of some other pens that were below subpar. This set here cost me $40. And they said it was free shipping. But then when you actually look at the pens online, you find out that there's another one that fell out. That they're not of the best quality. So I don't know where that $40 went, but sure as hell didn't go into the free shipping, because they still charged me for shipping. And then for $11, and then I guess there are $30 into these pens, but I'll go through these pens one by one. So the first one is actually a good pen. It's another Kabura, the one I showed you before. This one, as you can see, it's got a thicker brush, the previous one, but you can do a lot of fine detailing work with this brush too. So if you put that back on its side and take out the other side, if I can get to it, this is the thinner brush. And if you go thick enough, you'll get some medium sized lines out of that as well as really thin lines like an outline pen. So that one in the pack is good quality. I'll tell you what isn't good quality. That one was retailing for $12 generally, but they dropped the price to $7. So I don't know how much they charged me, 12 or 7. This is a mini Pentel pen, but it's on the Zig brand of this Koreatake company, and it has what I can tell is a silicone brush, just like the Pentel pens. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's only an $8 pen. I don't know how much they charged me to whop me with $41, including free postage. So the first one, say, was $12, and this one is $8. So there's $20 there. And then this thing isn't too bad. This is Zig Mangaka Flexible Fine Pen. It's only a why is this not coming up on camera? It's only a $5 pen, but the line weight is really good on this pen for a $5 pen. So I've had some similar to this. I would consider that as a brush pen. It's got a very good external casing. It's very well made, just from the external casing, for a $5 pen. So that's $25. Let's go back to my Pentel pen that I bought separately compared to the one prior to this. See, Pentel was the ones that first came out with these silicone tips, so the brushes don't bristle up and get split ends, and you get a finer line doing detailed work. So that Pentel is comparable to this mini Zig that they gave me. I'll take it off both tips so you can tell how different they are. I would say the mini one's got a shorter brush tip. That's this one. Whereas the Zig's got a longer brush tip. So this mini one can come in handy. And let me just make sure I put the right tip back on the right brush. So I got this earlier, but I'll digress. I won't go into that. So I showed you the 3 black pens that come in this set. This is a grey pen. This is for like doing tones or grey tones or CompuTones, they call the computer. It's a $5 pen. I haven't tried it out, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty good. So there you go. That's 12 plus 8 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. Plus this is 30. And then finally, they've got a whiteout pen, which is quite fine. It's not a bad pen. Going for another, it's got a memory foam sort of handle thing too, which is good for gripping it, for another $5. So that's 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 5 for the small black pen is 25, plus 5 for the grayscale is 30. That's $35 that they've charged me on the pens. And then they said shipping will be free, and that's the only reason I bought this set, and it wasn't free. Shipping was definitely not free. I've got a receipt here, I'll show you. They charged $11 for freight in US currency. So I don't know. I'll have to take that out into the calculations. So that means that, I'm not saying the pens aren't great. The pens are cheap quality. They have better pens, but the way that they con you is that they say that, oh, free shipping, so why don't you go with this one? And you're like, oh, well, the other one was going to cost me the same amount of money, and I was going to get one less pen, and may as well get this other one. Didn't realize the time was crappier pens, because the other one had 4 pens, but they were better quality pens. Whereas this one's got, I would say, 3 good quality pens, and 2 average pens, or 3 average pens and 2 below, 3 average pens and 3 below average pens. So long story short, I don't know if I'll be buying packs from these guys again. I will have to buy them individually, and that way I know exactly what I'm getting. But I digress. I have bought from this brand before. This is a Zig pen. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Here we go. And because it's hairbrushes, you can see that it's sort of withering compared to the Pentels that I bought separately. That I've got the silicon in it. Oh hell, I can't get to the Pentel. I'll get to the other micro Zig. So there's 2 Zigs. That's probably a better comparison. The new Zig that they gave me is a silicon tip, whereas the old Zig that I had from like a year ago was a hair tip, and it's bristling and getting split ends. But you can still do fine detail work with it, only if it's really wet. Whereas this other mini Zig that they've given me is a silicon tip, so I'll be doing a lot better. So I will basically be very careful next time I buy from these people in figuring out what's a good pen and what's not a good pen. But honestly, guys, if you are making a trip to Japan, do your own shopping. This thing, like the first one I showed you, I'll take that brush out. This thing is like a sword. It's like a katana samurai sword. It'll do everything for you. This is the one my sister got me. My friend went to Japan at the time. I should have asked him to buy some for me, and another colleague of mine went to Japan. I should have asked him to buy some for me. I just wasn't in the mood. I just asked my sister to get them. So the one my sister got me is the best pen out of the set. So be careful when you're buying from these people. Just make sure you don't get conned into the whole concept of free shipping, and then there is no free shipping. You can charge $11 American, and then you find out that maybe you weren't getting the best quality pens to get out with. I have played around on the back of this piece of paper, and so far I'm not disappointed with the quality of stuff that these average quality pens are doing. If that little micro one is actually the best out of them, it does those medium-sized lines, so I'll be doing a lot of comic book outlines of people's faces with that. And the little micro zig will still come in handy because it's more detail than that than you can do on a Pentel. And then that red Kabura, I've had 3 of them in the past. This one will also go in my collection and it'll come in handy too. But yeah, I'll be reviewing more stuff like this. I'll go into greater detail on the Pentel pen on a separate video, and then also look at some crocodils and microns and things like that you might come in handy for comic book art. Thanks for watching.